Hello and welcome, and it's great, Florence, to have you with us today again for another episode of Vulture Conversations.
Hi, Bettina, you're welcome.
So today we thought we'd talk about diversity in German education. And is this still a buzzword? Is there diversity going on? Are you the only representative? Are you the most prominent representative of the German education system?
Well, I
Share
don't
what you
want to,
know.
I don't want to say that I'm the only most seen representative of the German education, but I guess I'm the first, perhaps we can say the only Black representative of the German education. That yes, because as you know, I wrote 3 books. I have my people talk. So I'm a person who is seen on social media, on TV, and the radio, and I am diverse. Yeah, because of my skin color. So yes, I do represent this topic here in Germany.
And you do represent a minority who has reached a certain level,
Yes.
who has made it. So what are the challenges still in the system? What do you see? What are the obstacles maybe for others following you?
It depends what background you have. So I don't want to talk or speak for people with, for example, Turkish background, but there are more Turkish teachers or teachers with Turkish origin in the German system than Black people. And this has something to do with the history, of course. Yeah, there are more people from Turkey in Germany than Black people in Germany. Yeah. And Black people who work in white dominated systems. So that's the reason why you don't see a Black teacher in all schools. Yeah. So there are some schools, there are Black teachers, and there are some schools you will never see one. Yeah. And I guess Black young people have to learn that the white school system here is ready for a Black teacher. Yeah. And this is something that they often ask me. I think that the school system is very white, so they don't expect me. And I then tell them, well, perhaps they don't expect you, but you have to try it. I mean, I'm the first Black teacher, as it said. I'm the first Black headmistress, as it said, and I'm the first Black school inspector. Yeah, and anyone has to be the first at one time. Yeah. So this is what I tell the young people. You have to try it. If you don't try it, then the people won't come and say, hey, we are waiting for you. And on the other hand, I tell the people who are responsible to hire teachers or to motivate young people to become a teacher, I always tell them you have to go in schools and you have to approach the people, the POCs, yeah, and to say, well, we are also expecting you to study to become a teacher. And we also need your background. Yeah, in some other professions, this is already done. Yeah, like at the police, for example, in that special area. People with international background are approached and said, we need you, especially. Yeah.
So what can you do as a Black person to have, to make your mark in the educational system? Because as you said, Germany, and I would even add the world, is ready or should be ready for a society as diverse as possible, or should get ready.
Yeah, yeah. So, of course, the first thing is, or the first question is, are you qualified to become a teacher? So, for me, it's not important, are you Black? Then you can become a teacher, but are you qualified? That's the first and foremost thing that is important. And then, if you are qualified, if you can study to become a teacher, and if you love working with kids, then your skin color shouldn't be the struggle not to do that.
Mhm.
Yeah. And this is how we have to motivate the young people. And then once they're in this system, I think they can also motivate kids to show them anything is possible. And the skin color and the international background is nothing that should make something impossible.
Absolutely. But do you see a difference in schools, for example, teachers being black compared to kindergarten, compared to other areas of the wider educational system, where we want to have children growing up getting in touch with that kind of diversity, understanding that it should be something normal?
Mhm. And
Is
you
there a
see,
difference? Yeah.
yeah, when we look in the kindergarten groups or also in the school classes, there are kids from all over the world. So
Mm,
in our school classes, there is diversity. No, only the diversity is not in the staff room. Yeah, and showing the kids that the staff room is as diverse as the classroom makes it something normal. If
mhm,
you only see white people as teachers in the staff room, then the kids with international background, then they think, okay, me being here is nothing normal because
mhm.
my teachers do not represent me.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I later might not have a place in this society because
Yes. Yes.
once I've grown up, there is no place for me
Yeah,
anymore.
I
Do
mean,
you?
there are more and more Black young people who say, oh, we want to become a teacher. In some areas, there are more, in some areas, there are none.
Mm,
But still, they can bring other perspectives into the education,
of course.
like
Mm,
anyone who
mm,
is not mainstream, yeah, can bring other perspectives in the classroom, but also into the staff room.
mhm. You know, I sometimes think with women's rights, for example,
Hmm. Yeah,
it's more of an evolution than revolution.
yeah,
And somehow I have the feeling maybe that is the same with a certain kind of diversity in countries. Because as you said, with the Turkish population, they have been coming into the country, into Germany for a very long time.
yes,
There are third generations already, or maybe even more.
yeah,
So it is more normalized. They are more seen as part of the population
yeah.
than
Although
maybe
they
black
also
people.
have struggles.
No, no, I don't want to, yeah, I do not want to neglect that. However, it's a question of quantity, maybe
Yes,
in
of
a
course.
way. Yeah.
Yes. Hmm. Hmm.
To open the minds, to show
Yes.
people that it's something normal,
Yeah, yeah,
as it should be. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So you can't just find it negative to say, well, there are not as many Black teachers compared to, for example, Turkish
Hmm.
teachers or teachers with Turkish history. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, how you said the quantity is not there.
Hmm.
Yeah. But
Hmm.
still, the Black young people who would like to become a teacher should not take their skin color as yeah, as a hinder to say I don't want to or I can't become a teacher. Yeah.
Yes. What's your most positive experience in all those years that you had being the exception
Hmm.
and still making your way to where you
Hmm.
are today?
Hmm. There are some positive experiences. For example, one kid, one girl was a young girl, and there was one situation, or there was a time when I had, when I tied my hair together and had a pink, I think a pink bow. Do you say
Hmm.
so? Yeah.
Yeah.
So was ugly, but at that time I thought it was nice. And
Mm.
then I came to school one day and I saw her and she had a pink bow in her hair. And I said,
Mm.
oh, wow, wow, that looks nice. I mean, it was ugly for me, but for a young kid, I thought it was nice. And she
Mhm.
said, I do as you do.
Mhm.
Yeah. And this is something, yeah, I love that because she took me as a role model.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In
And
a
when I,
little thing, but she might have taken you as a role model with other
yes.
things as well. Yeah.
Yes, and when I was a headmistress, and I left that school to become a school inspector, what I'm doing now, one mom, white mom, she came to me and said, "You can't go because I just decided that my son attends your school because of you, and now you're leaving."
Mhm.
Yeah. And I thought, wow, that's really nice. And two black girls, they came and said, now we have found a school
Mhm.
where the school head mistress in this situation is
Mhm.
black and looks just like we do. And now you are leaving. Yeah. And these are three situations I really, really liked. And there are some more. I had really supportive people, really
Mhm.
supportive. I remember my first job I had, or which was offered to me, was in a place I didn't really want to go, Black Forest place. Yeah, I didn't
Mhm.
want to go there. And the gentleman who was responsible to give others these jobs or to hire people, he said, "Oh yes, I can understand. I will find something close to Heidelberg for you." Yeah. So this was so nice. He could also have
Yeah.
said, "What, you don't want that position? Then you know what? You will never get something." Yeah. And he always sent good wishes and always asked others, "Oh, what is she doing?" And when I was a headmistress, he was so happy for me. Yeah. And this is really, really, really nice. I mean, I had also negative people. One person who cut my jacket sleeve. Yeah. So really negative, but I had really, really positive things. And I love it when I go to schools now and the kids come and ask me, "Where are you from?" And from kids, I take this question.
Mhm.
That's a good question from kids. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love also what it shows today, what you just told us, that how strong that feeling of belonging is for everyone, and how you can give that to younger kids
Yes.
stepping in your
Hmm.
footprints.
Yes.
All right, thank you for today's wisdom and gold nuggets, I would say, for everything that you shared. And I see you again soon, Florence. Have a
Yes.
lovely
And
day.
thank you for asking, Bettina.
You're very welcome. Bye bye.
Bye.